Today I'm talking about sustainable tourism and certification labels and frames, and I will try to represent also some best practice cases. I'm coming from TÜV Austria. My education was all from tourism. I was also working 25 years in hospitality, living 15 years in Portorož. I think Željka knows our tourist destination, Portorož also. I'm also Sustainable Hybrid Project Manager. I have lots of certification in social responsibility and sustainable development. And I'm also now auditor for TÜV Austria. In TÜV Austria, we were established already in 1872. Sustainability is really important for us. Our CEO, Stefan Haas, always says, living the future stands for a dedication to finding solutions, always thinking one step ahead of the rest, taking the long view of things. And that's also kind of our way of doing all the stuff in our group. So we are already in 37 countries. We have over 100 locations and more than 4,000 employees. Otherwise, we have lots of solutions, more than 500 in the service sector. And we offer testing, guidance, training, audit, and certification. And we speak 18 languages internally in TÜV Austria. So we understand what Željka already mentioned before, because we work internationally, and of course we are using English or German to communicate internally. That's why also, because we are in 37 countries, lots of national and EU directives corresponds to for our clients. So we try to find solutions that suits different markets and combine our services during different locations when possible. As I already said, we were founded in Vienna in 1872. We are an independent Austrian service provider in the fields of testing, inspection, certification, verification, as well as training and further education, which is nowadays very popular because fluctuation causes lots of education lags, and we try to incorporate as much interesting training services also. These are also our accreditations, so as accredited certification body for management systems, products, procedures, persons, and also testing, inspection, calibration, and verification. As you already, I think, know, our main business are ISO standards, and I just wanted to introduce you that we have already more than 25,000 ISO standards in 2023. Now, a lot of work was done in 2024, especially because of CSRD EU directive, and that now we have more than 25,000 ISO standards. But of course, we don't work all the standards. We have also standards in tourism. There are a lot of new ISO standards developed in previous years. There are ISO standards for almost each service that you can offer. And there's also standard 21401, which is for sustainability management system for accommodation establishments that we are developing now with according to MAST project, where we are developing protocol, self-assessment tool, and certification. If you want to read more about it, you can visit project's webpage. And of course, each ISO standard is corresponding to at least one of sustainable development goals. And we have also standards and SDGs combined. From climate action to global trade, standards created a common ground that makes partnership possible. Next week, there is going to be World Standards Day, when we are celebrating how international standards unite diverse sectors in pursuit of the SDGs. I'm almost sure that you already familiar with Sustainable Development Goals. We have 17 of them, and they are contributing to ISO standards in different ways. There is very popular sector is 9, SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. If you can see in the graph, there is each number has, let's say, approximately how many ISO standards corresponding to each SDG goal. Now we are talking today about sustainable tourism. We all know that this is tourism that takes full account of its current and future economic, social, and environmental impacts, addressing the needs of visitors, the industry, the environment, and host communities. Regarding to this, we celebrated World Tourism Day 2 weeks ago, and it didn't start a few years ago, but it's a very long tradition. I found one from 2008 where we already, where tourism already was responding to the challenge of climate change, because everyone says that this is something new, but it's not. Every year, I think that wants to answer the let's say community, international question and promoting different goals through World Tourism Day. You can see from in some other years, let's say now for 2024, it was tourism and peace, and we all know why. And now in 2025, we have tourism and sustainable transformation. And I think that we have a chance to contribute with all these projects to make this transformation, because we need it. I'm almost sure also that you know Global Sustainable Tourism Council. It started already in 2007, and there are 2 sets of GSTC criteria. One is for industry criteria and for destination criteria. There are 4 pillars of sustainable tourism, which include effective management, environment, social and economics, and also cultural. So we are, let's say, in the recent few years familiar with ESG, but in tourism we don't. We have to think also about cultural pillar, and how does our tourism business support cultural heritage and also natural heritage, what I say. So tourism for SDGs is also as part of 17 SDG goals, corresponding to 169 SDG targets. So there is a lot of theory regarding this, but we have to do this transformation to implement SDGs in tourism. If you want, you can also use this tourism for SDGs hashtag, or join tourism for SDGs on the 2030 journey, because we all know that we have Agenda 2030, and there are lots of open fields that we have to fulfill to achieve the goals that were set already in 2015. So there is platform for that, and you can visit it and try to think about how there are also recommendations for travelers to engage, and maybe you can think also as a traveler. There is some guiding that you can use how to correspond to SDGs and think as a traveler when you try to polish your business. I have to represent some good practices that I'm sure that you already use already for the towels and sheets and for the waste. I really like the picture on the left side. It's from one national park, and this should be image maybe that we have to think about it, maybe implement in our entity, our accommodation, because I think that we are not really aware what we are doing with all the waste that we produce. Other possible way is with biophilic design. In Slovenia, we implement also bees in all the sustainability goals and events. Now we have European Capital of Culture in Nova Gorica, where they try to incorporate also bees in their strategy, because we caused also the world well-known Day of Peace on 20 May. So we have celebration regarding this, because we know that without peace, there is no living. Then green events, there is also one ISO standard for event sustainability, and there are requirements with guidance which you can also use to make events even more greener. I think it's very important, if I refer again to Željka, that we develop skills for green jobs, because they help to make better use of energy and raw materials. They limit greenhouse gas emissions, they reduce waste production and thus pollution. They help protect the environment and restore ecosystems, and they adopt climate change adaptation policies. You can also visit the International Labour Organization, where these skills are more detailed, more explained in more detail. I think that we also have to think about new generation that would like to combine business and leisure, and maybe offer more leisure services, especially for jobs that can be combined with travels, especially in congress industry, and maybe offer them packages where they can combine maybe a day of leisure also. Tourism for SDGs, there are a lot of green and sustainable eco labels and certification, like you already answered me with a Mentimeter. In Slovenia, we have also a green scheme of Slovenian tourism, and we already made a lot of certifications. Regarding this, we have green destinations, green accommodations, green parks, green travel agencies, attractions, restaurants, and beaches. I have noticed that you already know the blue flag. We have also green cuisine, and all them are below Slovenia green label. These are the labels and certifications that our green scheme of Slovenian tourism combine. Is authentic luxury. I think that maybe you know B Corp. B Corp is very well developed sustainable label. I'm most familiar with Green Key as a counselor also, and with eco label for establishments. But there are also some accommodations that use Travel Life and Green Globe. For Green Key, I can say that there were 1 year ago 6,000 establishments in 70 countries, but I checked today and there are already 8,000 establishments in 90 countries. So it's rising, the number is rising very fast, and I think that entities in tourism, all kinds, tourism agencies, accommodations, and all others are very aware of that they need a certification, but then that customers almost expect already that they do something that can be represented as a sustainable way of doing their business. Here is just for in the meantime for periodic table of sustainability certifications, because I was in London in March and there was a presentation just regarding the sustainability labels in tourism, and there was a data that we have already around 200 of them worldwide. So I think that customers are pretty confused already, and that with green with new EU directive regarding to how we can promote sustainability. This is going to be, let's say, somehow known what is a good green label or standard and what is not, and what is allowed and what is not. I think that greenwashing is still not ended with the EU directive, so we will see, because the directives are changing rapidly this year, and we will see what is going to stay till the end of the year, I think. Also with ASRS standards, WSMA standards, and all the other things. In our country, we have also public calls for the introduction of environmental and sustainability certificates and eco-labels by accommodation and catering providers. So before there were funds in an amount of 5,000 euros. Now they can become 3,000 euros and 1,000 euros if they obtain a certificate even after that period. There are also a lot of guidelines that you can use when implementing sustainability practices, like if you visit ISO standard webpage of ISO organization, there are climate action and ISO standards. There is net zero guidelines. You can use also Netflix, where you have scripts of sustainability storytelling to help you and to become some idea regarding sustainability and storytelling. Soon, I think there is going to be again UN climate change conference, which is held every year. Last year it was in Baku, and on days that conference goes, there are lots of also topics that you can listen and follow regarding the climate change. There are also environmental, social, and governance ESG implementation principles that you can use also on the ISO webpage. We are also doing a lot of things regarding product certification. Into Austria, we have also our green action that we are developing lots of services regarding this to support the global transition towards sustainability. We have our own pillars where we build our services, so product management system, greenhouse gases, EU regulations, reporting, and digital platforms. There is wide range of them. So we are developing also digital solutions for that, because everything should be recorded, and this is really, I think, help for our customers and other businesses. We have different of them. Most popular now is for carbon footprint and LISI by TAMI for legal compliance, because legislation is changing very fast. And at the end, I would just like to represent you that we also have person certification, and this is the project that Iana mentioned already at the start of my presentation. This is HyPro4ST. It was an Erasmus project for sustainable tourism innovation through hybrid project management. You can see the web page at the top, and this is for person certification. There were 16 international partners developing this for 3 years. And if you want to educate new competence, your employees with new competencies, there is a new job profile, sustainable and hybrid project manager, where they can listen to different modules. They can choose a specific module or complete the entire program. It's regarding sustainability and the tourism sector, hybrid project management for the sustainable tourism, creativity and entrepreneurship in sustainable tourism sector, digital skills for the sustainable tourism sector, and the resilient sustainable hybrid project manager, and the projectized tourism businesses. So we tried to incorporate everything that would sustainable manager need in these days, applying to EU funds, managing hotel, educating their staff. So if you can try and get certified with online professional certificate program, which is now for free for next 5 years because it was founded through Erasmus. It's in English and in other 6 languages. In Greece, in Portuguese, in Croatian, Hungarian, Slovenian, and I don't know which I didn't say.
Italian. Yeah.
Which one?
Italian.
Italian, sorry, yeah. Italian, yes. So it's for free, and this is the certificate that you can get at the end when you finish all the 6 modules and certification exam. So that's all from me for now. I hope that I wasn't too fast.
Thank you very
because
much.
there was a lot of things to say. So if you have some questions, please ask.